It's like I can walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took 'em all and made 'em yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I've been with you, when you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took 'em all and made 'em yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Welcome to Radical Truth to Power, the progressive news show with Lesbian Essery. I am your host, Marlon Clyburn. I just want to come on today's show to thank everyone. Yesterday was phenomenal. I had fun. It's the best fun I've had in a long time. And I could have sent an email out to everybody thanking them and so on and so forth, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to come on live. And apparently a lot of people came on and when I emailed everybody and say, hey, I'm going on tonight at 8:00. Oh, you just can't stay away from the mafia. You just can't stay away from us. And there may be some truth to that, but I just really wanted to come on and say thank you. I'm not even gonna keep everybody long. I'm just come on to say how much I appreciate everybody and their birthday wishes and their well wishes and everything. Yesterday was phenomenal. I mean, I really had fun. It was spend some quality time with the missus, enjoying myself with her, getting out of the house overnight, Now, what I've come to the conclusion as the older you get, the more that is overblown. Like I like being at home now. Not all the time. You still need to get out, get some fresh air, get some activity in, get some sunshine. But the overnight thing at a hotel, yeah, that's not me anymore. That's not something not my style anymore. Let's put it to you that way. But it is what it is. It was my 50th birthday. I've done it, and if it's the last thing I do, I think we have one more time to do it, and it has something to do with upgrading the house that we have to be gone for 24 hours. So we have to find something that we're gonna to do for 24 hours. Hold on for a second. My producer, Miss Mrs. Kleiber. Okay. So article I need to read later. I may actually Betsy DeVoe. Y'all remember Betsy? Betsy DeVoe? She was in charge of the education system. She's also in charge of private schools for funding, but Trump Trump decided to actually put somebody who was owned private schools in charge of the educational system of the United States. But apparently she's back in the news. I'm gonna have to read that later. Thank you, producer Clyber, producer Foxy. Let's see who all is out there today. So first of all, let me say something. Apparently Anna and Mickey has this competition now to see who comes on first. So they're battling, and it doesn't even matter. As soon as I even post the thumbnail that I'm on the show, it don't matter if it's hours before the show. Like this text right here, dang it, Marlon, you made a lie out of me. I told Mickey there wasn't going to be a show, but no, this was at 6:53. This was almost, it was over an hour before the show started. So, and now that I have the first like and chat, I'm out. See, brother. Y'all, this mafia right here, competitive. Exactly. Very competitive. So glad Tracy is taking care of me with reminders, as is Anna and Marlon. I need all the elder sitters I can get. Thank you all. You're welcome, Mickey. Hey, Tracy. Tracy said hi to everybody. Uh, Thea says, I'm driving, but I'm here. Hello, everyone. I hope you're not driving and texting. So, hey, yeah, Mickey, yeah. Hey, Theas, be careful while driving. There's a lot of lunatics out there who listen to podcasts while driving. Yeah, really. Mickey said, really? I didn't know it was a competition. If it was, I might arrive more than 2 or 3 minutes ahead of it. I thought it was. I thought it was a competition between you, Mickey, you, Anna, and Susan on who was going to be the first to post, who's going to be the first to like. Uh, I may be wrong, but that's what and it's an assumption on my behalf. Don't get me wrong. It was an assumption on my behalf that you all was doing that, but yeah. So keep it up. Not complaining. I got used to y'all crazy people, so don't bother me, eh? Never mind. Maybe it's not. Nah, I'm just a bragger. Okay, Anna. So never mind. It's not a competition. Anna just likes to brag that she's first. So never mind. Not a competition at all. My computer is acting up, so that pretty much tells me to never unplug this stuff ever again, which I'm not. But anyway, so first things first, if you're new, don't forget to hit that like button. I would truly appreciate it. It does help the channel out, gets the name out there to more people so they can come watch the show. I What the world? I popped them cherries. What? Okay. Don't know what that means, and not even gonna go into great detail to find out. Don't know. Don't know. You popped the cherry of the show. I don't know where you was going with that, Anna. Don't know. Anna's feeling frisky tonight, everybody. So prepare yourself. Please do not forget to hit that like button. I will appreciate it. It gets it out. Gets it out to a lot of people. That show. If you're new, welcome. I actually never know when somebody's new or not because I still have that one. Oh no, they're not on there today. Okay, I usually have that one mystery person on Twitch who never missed a show, but never says anything either. I think once in a blue moon they do, but not consistently. Like way not consistent. Um, Way too late in this room. Boy. Oh, not those cherries. Hey, you saw last week's. You saw last night's show. I don't know what cherries you was talking about, so I was just gonna let you have your moment. Apparently, you must be real cherries. So
First time
you know, hey.
virgin, first time.
No, I think she was talking about real cherries.
Oh,
See, that's what I was thinking. Oh, by the way, get used to this now since I've told Foxy that they can hear her. She's gonna do this in the back. And by the way, so Tracy, without purposely doing it, started a fight between me and Foxy. It was amazing because I was telling her about Tracy's top five, which the only way you're going to see it is to be a Patreon supporter of Tracy Carson. So please go over there and be a Patreon supporter so you can get her top five. And we went into this big, long tirade because the top five is the top five female female moms on television. And not to give it away, but let's just say that we really disagreed with one and two. Or no, we didn't disagree. She thinks my number four, no, my number three, there was only four of them. So surprisingly enough, it's not even top five, it was top four. The person that I put third, she highly disagreed with. Highly disagree with. Yelling, screaming, throwing furniture. I mean, she lost it. She just lost her mind. Glass shattering. Oh, it was terrible. Cops being called. It was awful.
dramatic.
It was awful. She was awful. Just terrible. But so we're actually 2-3 weeks from now. We haven't made a decision. Foxy, for the first time, will be on my show, and we'll probably do a Saturday night vibe, or we'll just do a real early Radical Truth to Power, and that will be our topic. And the topic is why Foxy is wrong. So y'all look out for that. It's coming real soon. Let's see what we got out here today. Don't mess with us. Don't mess with we old ladies, Marlon. People think dirty old men are bad, and they are. Y'all are just worse. I'm not guilty. I didn't say he was guilty, but y'all just look out for the show, and you'll know it's the show because that's exactly how I'm going to title it. Radical Truth to Power or Saturday Night Vibe, dot, dot, why was Foxy wrong? And she'll be on here. We can have it out. Um, I mean, it was like a bunch of cop cars and everything. It was terrible. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next thing that I want to discuss. And there is some things I'm going to add to the show. And one of the things that I wanted to add to the show is I get articles, I get memes, Mickey, and things like that. So what I decided that I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new thing. So not only are we going to have Foxy's videos of the week, which is going to continue, there's nothing changed, but we're also going to have Mafia video of the week. So when anytime that y'all have something that you literally want to discuss on this show, so I'm opening up to the audience. So we could be, one big group. We will continue to give content on certain topics and everything else, but I thought it would be a nice way to bring you into the show too. So just send me your emails. Send me. Well, let me see. Where's my email? Yeah. So there's my email at the bottom, radtp@outlook.com, and send me articles, send me videos, send me clips and everything else. I'll look it over and we'll discuss it on the show. I'll give you all the credit, along with the creator itself, of course, but I'll also give you the credit of sending it to me. So that's the one thing that I'm adding to the show is that y'all may have stuff that y'all want to talk about. Or, hey, Marlon, do you see this article? Just like what Foxy did, send me this article on what's her face, whatever. That is something I probably want to talk about. That was a very dark day in education with her there. And we have to remember that it could happen again. So, yep. So send me articles, send me videos. Just send me stuff, and we'll sit around and we'll talk about it, and then we'll discuss it as if we came up with it. So that's the one thing that's new. Um, the other thing is, I said that there will not be any shows next week. I was wrong, kind of. Apparently, there will not be a Saturday show. I mean, a Sunday show. There will not be a Sunday show. And the reason there will not be a Sunday show is because the greatest boy band of all time is coming to Charlotte. Yes, New Edition is coming to Charlotte, and I am going to see the greatest boy band of all time. I will be in the house. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to watch them and I'm going to enjoy myself. So, yeah, that's where I will be next Sunday. However, next Saturday, I will be bringing back an old favorite that I didn't even know was a favorite because, I didn't know because I wasn't getting that much feedback until all of a sudden I did start getting a lot of feedback for it. So next Saturday, and I don't know the time yet, so please keep your eyes peeled for it. Cooking with Clyburn will be coming back next Saturday. Probably be about 5, 6 o'clock because there's something I wanted to take care of. But it'll be about around that time. And this episode will be cooking a very thick, juicy steak. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Cooking with Clyburn is coming back next Saturday, and it will be on cooking steaks. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you. Seriously, on whatever I said, I was probably serious. Yeah. OMG, Mom, I'll be treading on dangerous territory. Have Foxy on, and although we may love you, we women folks will stick together. You can stick together all you want to. Y'all stick together in your wrongness. Nothing wrong with that. Stick together in your wrongness. Nothing wrong with that at all. We do want to share a video. Yeah, thank you for. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Mickey. I did, and I figured that something was said by someone. I don't know who it is. If you're on here, you can speak up and everything. But I mean, I was seriously looking forward to Foxy getting on. Oh, she's coming. She's coming. She has to atone for her wrongness. She'll be on the show. She has to atone for her mistakes. That's what we do on this show. You're just not gonna get away with it. Sorry, you're just not. Oh, ooh. Did I call you Mickey, Anna? I'm sorry. I meant Anna. Sorry. Um, what was that? But anyway, so somebody said something and it stuck with me for the longest time was, well, I didn't want to say anything or I didn't want to share because I didn't know if that's something that you want to discuss or want to like, or it was something to the effect of, you're putting me up here when it comes to commentating and talking about subjects and things like that, and you think that I'm so up here that I don't want to hear from you. And you have to understand, I do want to hear from you because you're the reason why the show is going as strong as it is. So there may be topics that you want to discuss. Now, I will, of course, me, Theas, and Tracy will make the final decision if that's something that we want to discuss. But you'll never know unless you share it with us. We don't know everything. We may have to learn something new. I'm learning new stuff from Anna, all the time. I'm learning stuff. I'm definitely learning a lot of things from Mickey all the time. And of course, Susan in Denmark says some knowledge every time she's on the show. So we don't know everything. And I love to learn. Well, I love to learn now. I didn't want to when I was younger, but yeah, I love to learn now. I love to learn new things that I didn't have no knowledge of. So yes, I'm opening it up to everybody to send me articles, send me videos, send me clips. Let's take a look at it. Let's discuss it. So what is the critique show sending you a video? Can I send you anything? No, Tracy, you cannot send me chaps. Sorry. No. That's the critique. You can't send me bad acting chaps. No. No. That's the criteria. Anything other than that. Oh, and but in all, well, no, I was serious about sending me bad kids. I was serious about that. Also, of course, we don't show violent videos and fights and everything like that. No, I don't need to see videos of police brutality and everything like that because I don't need to see it to know how important and disgusting that it is. Watching it happen, I know will trigger me and probably trigger a lot of other people too. So I don't need to see it to know how terrible it is. I never understood people that, well, you got to watch the video. You should have seen how. No, I kind of got the gist of it. You shoot somebody 9 times in the back. I kind of can read how disgusting that is. I don't have to see the video of it. You think you pulled out a gun instead of a. Sorry, everybody. I took everything to the I took all my equipment to the hotel, unplugged everything. Now stuff is coming back, acting crazy. But I will pause for one thing and say something to Foxy real quick. Thank you. Thank you for your support. But stuff like that is what I mean. So don't send me any videos like of that nature. I already know how terrible it is. I don't need to see the video to justify. Ooh, it's really really bad. It's I know. I already know. I know Anna can't tell us apart. Not the first time. See, don't start. That's the first time I made that mistake. Don't do that. Nobody can possibly know everything. The older I get, the more I learn. The more I learn, the more I realize I don't know, and that's true. The more the and that's why I want to open it up to everybody. We got some very intelligent people on here. Unfortunately, we also not counting you, Mickey. We got some very shy people on here who just don't want to say anything until they mad or upset or whatever. And it's like that's not how the show is. We feed each other. And you can't feed each other if you're holding information until you're mad, and then now all of a sudden you really want to tell what's going. Yeah, I get it, but I don't want this show to be an emotionally driven show. It's going to drive us to emotion because we're human. But let's not wait until we get upset for us to start, giving out this, feeding each other, holding each other accountable, taking care of each other. This is some information. Hey, you want to talk about it? Hey, I think this is something that the mafia and everybody wants to see and everything else. Because you got to realize one thing that I discovered. A long time ago, I said, why we do this show and we're having low numbers live. It is what it is. Even though this is the second year of the show, it's still a relatively new show. And trust me, I've seen some shows who have phenomenal numbers and great numbers and everything else who started off at rock bottom. And I do mean, I literally spoke to one guy that was like, yeah, you see the thousands and thousands of people that watching my video. The first 2 years, I was roughly getting about 10, 15 people maybe watching. But what I have noticed is that although I have certain people watching this show live, I do have a lot of people watch the replay, which means what we say on this show is getting to a lot of people. Even if it's rolling through just to see what's being said, it's rolling through. There are people that come later and watch the show. You never know whose life that is changing. You never know who decision is changing. They're changing because of what was said on this show. And just like I said, you don't know what they'll learn of something they never had no idea about simply because of watching this show as a replay. So let's just keep it going. That's all I say. Sorry, Marlon. When one star being a brat, the other follow. My fault tonight. I'm asking for a spank. Anna, do you need a moment? I'll ask for a spank. Hey, you've been hanging around Mickey too much. Mickey, I said it. Anna been hanging around you too much. Cherries and getting spankings and everything. Y'all been hanging out too much. You wouldn't dare talk like this on Tracy's show. You wouldn't dare. But you come on here with your sexual innuendos. You wouldn't do it on Tracy's show. I'm just kidding. I like it. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. So that's what's going to go for all the cooking show next Saturday. I'll get the time out ahead of time. But it'll be around 3, 4, between 3 and 5. Because the only reason I can't tell you now is because of an event that's happening that night, and for the life of me, I can't remember what time it starts. So I'll clearly give you ahead of time. There will not be a Sunday show next week. But we'll be back the following week, and we'll be right back on track talking about all the crap of America and everything else. So, but one other thing we're going to change, we are going to take a short break right now. Please do not forget to hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. And we're taking a break now because I never want to cheat the audience out of anything. Last night, We didn't do it this night. We are gonna do it. So 30 minutes, 30. I said that last night. 30 minutes. It's not 30 minutes. 3 minutes. We'll be back, and we'll be watching Foxy's videos of the week. So stay tuned.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I always say dreaming, never imagine I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally. I wanna be free, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I had to abide you. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally.
I wasn't asking for you for a spanking, Marlon. Don't worry. LOL, but no, I wouldn't on Tracy's show. She asked for the respect that I take my shoes off when asked. Nah. Talk about Cory Booker being Cory Booker. I don't wanna. I wanna go to bed. And it's no fun without Theus on here. And it definitely ain't no fun without you on here, Tracy, because uh, uh, blah, I know that's love being evil. And yes, oh no, did he say more? Yeah, yep. So let's even get into it. Foxy's videos. Take this comment down. Foxy's videos of the week. Okay. I think I'm live. I mouth on me, so use it. So I'm gonna use it. Um, gonna give it a few minutes and let's see if some more people come in. So in the meantime, if you are watching, just give us a few minutes and we'll get started. I'll give it another probably another minute. So I'll give everybody another minute, another 2 minutes. So if you want to go and get you a beverage, I wouldn't get a snack right about now because we're not going to be on that long. But again, welcome to the show. My name is Marlon. I will be your host today. And again, I am very nervous. It's the first time I ever did this. And wow, this light is extremely hot. So excuse me for 1 second. And I never came back. I'm like that girl that's on Family Matters that went upstairs and never came back. That was me. Went to turn the fan on and I never returned. Oh, I was so. Mm. I always sing along to that good talk. Oh, really? Wow. A very young Marlon. Really? That was a year ago. Maybe a year and a half ago, something like that. Video of the week, Marlon looking like a deer in the headlight. I was so scared. I was so nervous. Oh, what if nobody could watch me? What if I really don't know what I think I know and I'm on here just making a fool out of myself? Oh, I was scared. I really was scared. And as time went on, got easier and easier. Hello, Susan. I'm here. You can start now. Thank you, Susan. We can start now, everybody. We can start now. Susan here. You certainly become more positive, and I appreciate it. Which is what I said yesterday. I'll repeat what I said yesterday. Just start. Was it Thea? Yeah, me and Thea talked about this after the show too. Was like, I'll help you out. Maybe it wasn't the Thea's. Maybe it was the Foxy, but let me help you out by saying this. So maybe it'll take this thing out of you. For anybody who wants to start a show like this or any type of show, period. Your first show is going to suck. It just is. If you're not into broadcasting, you ain't go to school for broadcasting, you ain't did it over, you know, if you're just off the cuff doing it, your first show is going to suck rocks. The only way it's not going to suck rocks is if you're trying to emulate somebody else. And then you're not being you, and I don't want to see you because I know who you're trying to act like. So what's the point? I'll just go to the real person. So get that out of your system. Your first show is going to suck. So go ahead and get all the sucky shows out of the way because there's more sucky shows like that, by the way. I'm just showing you the first one. The rest of them come along after that, and it just got better as time went on because I did more and more and more. But just do it. Be Nike. Do it. Just do it. We have aged you. No, no. Mother Nature aged me and did one heck of a job at it. So, first video, I'm not even going to take myself down because it's real short, but it gets to the point of how things have been going probably since the pandemic. It speaks volumes to how a lot of us is feeling right now.
Is it just me, or is anyone else running out of people they like?
Yeah. Are you running out of people you like? Have that number been dwindling lately? It's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. The pandemic closed down the world in such a nature, along with Trump and his people, that people started really showing their true colors. And because they showed their true colors, then you come to the realization that, I just don't like you. And no, I don't care if you don't like me. That's the point. You don't like me, I don't like you. So let's not. Notice that number is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And bigger and bigger and bigger. So, no, and we've been working so hard to make you old before your time. No, nah. I'm actually having a ball, really. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing this. Half the time, I don't look at it. I don't even look at it as a job per se. That's why I do live shows more than I do edited shows because I don't want to sit there edited. I want to be out there. I want to run my mouth. One of the very few skills that I have is running my mouth. I'd rather do it live. I'm really enjoying myself. I really am. I finally found a niche in life that I enjoy doing that I know that I can do for a long period of time. And it used to be barbecuing, and I still do barbecue, but this is a whole lot cheaper. I ain't got to buy stuff to do this show. I mean, you do. You got to buy equipment and everything else, but I don't have to do it on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. So I'm enjoying myself. Not since the pandemic, since Trump for me, when he gave the haters permission to publicly announce themselves, I started. Exactly, Mickey. That's my point. Exactly what I mean. It's just like, and I'm not even mad. When this first started off, I'm not gonna lie, I was mad that people's true colors started showing and everything. Then after a while, it was just like, man, it is what it is. But I just don't care no more. Just really don't. Just really, really don't care. And the funny thing about it is the insult coming back. Well, I don't like you either. Well, when you get my age, I can actually say that now. When you get to be my age, there are certain people you want to like you. I need my wife to like me. I need my kids to like me. I need my mom and my mother-in-law and my father-in-law to like me. Everybody else, I mean, Thea's and Tracy and all of y'all, of course, I need y'all to like me. But anybody else that don't like me because of it, you really don't have an effect on my life, so I really don't care if you like me or not. You have the same effect disliking me in my life than liking me. Nothing. So it was real easy after a certain point of time to start dropping people. Really, really easy. It's very true about one circles getting smaller, like casual queen relationships. They're so hard to sustain. And I've heard people who has small circles of friends, and now I see why. Because those are the people who you could trust in. Hook or crook, you could trust them. So your circle of friends is very small. My circle of friends is very small. I don't. I've known Tracy and Thea's for a year, and I guarantee I could trust them. Guarantee it that I could trust them too. Now Tracy, for her moral values, ain't gonna screw anybody over because of her moral values. Thea's values in people is, and you've heard his story. You heard how he talks about values and this and that and everything, and the dictionary book full of values that he has in a person and everything. So we already know Thea's thing. So yeah, I trust them with. I literally am closer to you, all of the most of my friends and family. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it. Yes, you keep your circle very close because those people are the ones that could affect your life. People who dislike you because of your whatever doesn't even matter. I can come up with analogies all day long, but I just narrow it down to whatever they dislike you for. You have the same effect on me disliking me as you have liking me. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. You literally could go the rest of your life not ever speaking a word to me, and it won't affect me one bit. I've always been a bit of a loner, but at the last 6 years, I've been very happy to get rid of the few toxic ones in my life. Not worth it. Exactly. My, yours, mine, my family's mental health is a lot more important than your likes and your clicks. It is. It just is. I couldn't care less. The value of this show is more important to me than lights and clicks. I can have a slew of new viewers come to the show if I talk of stuff that's just the most irrelevant crap you could think of. And I'm not browbeating anybody who has those type of shows. Do you? Frankly, do you, because that does entertain you and it entertains your audience. That's fine. I don't want to do it. I really want to just do things that really affect people's lives day in and day out. And there's not a huge audience for that, unless you've already been on there for years and years and years, or your name is already out there. And again, I'm not even hating on those people. You worked hard to get where you at. Kudos. But that's just me. I have, ever since the pandemic, and I'll say that too. Um, I'll say since the pandemic and another event which you will never ever know about, my value of things have gone sky high, really, really high. That I just now refusing to drop below. And the older I get, the worse that's gonna get. I'm just not dropping my value. My mental health is more important. My family is more important. My close circle of friends is more important. My show is more important than likes and clicks. It just is. People who care about you don't dislike you for your flaws. Even when you point them out, it's done with love. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I think I talked about y'all the other day, by the way, when I said that Foxy is out of the house, Foxy is out of the room, Foxy is going to bed. Good night, Foxy. Love you, Foxy. She said love you really quietly. She'll but she does love me. Me, a loner, bought my cabin in the woods 41 years ago. No immediate neighbors. Sat back 150 feet from the road. No lights on the road. Mostly happen to be alone with my pets and animals. Sounds like a lovely, lovely life. Boring to me, to a point, because I do want that to be my retirement home, to be nowhere near nobody. Sounds great to me. Everybody, don't forget to hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. I'm seeing more people watching, but I'm not seeing the same number of likes. So please, please, please hit that like button. I would truly appreciate it. Let's get those likes up. I would truly appreciate it. Night, Foxy. All right, so let's move on to the next video. And the next video is I discovered this lady on TikTok, and she's really down to earth to me, explaining certain styles of how people talk, certain um, ways that people talk to other people, um, how people argue with each other, how people discuss each other, how other people intimidate other people, and everything else. And I really do enjoy it how she explains it to you. So here is her explaining to everybody what a straw man is.
One of the things that people do when they're not fighting fair is use logical fallacies. So I'm going to go over some logical fallacies. So if somebody pulls that with you, you will know what they're doing and be able to address it better. And the first one I'm going to talk about is the straw man fallacy. Oldie but goodie. Straw man fallacy is basically when somebody says something and then the other person distorts what they said because it's easier to critique the distortion than the actual thing the person said. So for example, you say, "You weren't kind to me just now." And the person says, "You want me to be perfect. I can't be perfect." And then they want you to actually argue about whether or not you want them to be perfect. Don't do that. Instead say, "I said X. You said I said Y. Let's stick to X, which is what I actually want to talk about." It's very effective. And the next thing we're going to talk about, which I find really interesting, is tu quoque.
So we put it in layman's terms. And she explained it very well. I like to explain in layman terms on a lot of things. Because, like I said, remember, there's a lot of people who watch the show later and they can look at that and have no idea what she was saying. So, in layman's terms, what she is saying is, in an argument, when you say something, and that makes that person feel bad, what they will do is they will turn the attention off of you onto them. So just like the example that she gave was, what you said made me feel bad. So the person, instead of saying, "Oh, I apologize for that. I did not mean to make you feel bad. No, they say, "Oh, so you want me to be, so I can't say what I want to say." That's what you said. So I got to be, so what you're supposed to do is now you're supposed to go because you didn't catch the hint. You didn't catch what that person do. Oh, so I'm supposed to be perfect. Oh, I got to watch what I say around you now and everything else. So now what you're supposed to do is, no, that's not what I'm saying. You ain't got to be perfect. That's not what I'm talking about. What I was saying is took it off the attention off of you and putting it on them. Now the argument is off kilter because now you're arguing about not what happened to you. You're arguing about what happened to them, and nothing happened to them. So how she said to take care of it was, listen, I said this. I said what you said hurt my feelings. Let's talk about that before we talk about anything else. Let's handle that argument first before we go to any other argument. Because, and this is the reason why you want to do something like that, is because the argument, 9 out of 10, when you stick to a subject long enough, you actually wind up correcting the problem if you stick to the topic. If you go off hill to kilter talking about something else, one, you probably forgot what the original topic was, and two, you just made the argument longer. Because now you got to argue about how you feel. Now you got to argue about how they feel. Now you got to argue about what people next door feel. Now you got to argue about the people downtown feel. It goes all over the place when the initial topic flat out, what's the initial topic? What's the initial issue? Stick to the issue, handle the issue, discuss the issue, solve the issue, and you can move on to any other topic that may come up from that issue. But you want to stick to the issue and resolve it first before you move on to 50,000 other things that had nothing really, to be honest with you, that has nothing to do with the original topic, with the original issue. What say ye? What is your number one memory of Saturday Night Vibe and Radical Truth to Power? What is my number one memory? My number one memory of Radical Truth to Power was me literally saying, I'm putting myself out there to be beaten. And I know that's harsh to say that about me now. I'm more confident now. But Radical Truth to Power, in case anybody, like I said, people new here, so let me go back. I'm not treating everybody like they crazy. You get new people watching every day. Radical Truth to Power was my first show, the original, where everything is based off of. Radical Truth to Power was me being so frustrated because it was at the height of the George Floyd situation. It was the height of police brutality. It was at the height of Black Lives Matter. It was at the height of the protest. It was the height of kneeling during a game. It was at the height of protesting basketball games and stuff like that. It was at the height of the pandemic. And I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of arguing with myself or arguing with people who agree with me. So I said, no, I'm going to do a show just like everybody else do it. So I watched shows like Ben Ditson. I watched shows like Mondale Clickbaity. And I admired those shows. So what I did was I was not emulating them. Like I said, that's a wrong thing to do. Don't emulate a show. But emulate their style of just talking and getting it off your chest and looking up information and sharing it with people, like-minded people, unlike-minded people, whatever, to get my voice out there. This is something I got tired of yelling into the void. I'm yelling in front of a mic now. Saturday Night Vibe was supposed to be more social, more laid-back version of Radical Truth to Power because, again, mental health is very important to me. Everything, all the issues that we have in this country is always going to be there. It's not going to go away. It may go, bits and pieces may go away, but it's not always going to go away. So Saturday Night Vibe was a more laid-back version of Radical Truth to Power. More social talk, more relationship topics, more friendships, more, current events, things like that. Off and on, I messed up and wound up going back to political or deep social issues. But all in all, that's not what the show is based off of. It's supposed to just be a more lighthearted version of Radical Truth to Power. So, there you go. LOL, I ran into a strong man all the time on too. I don't let them get away with it. I call them out and tell them to show me where I said, oh yeah. They love, Vicky, they love to do that. They love to take what your statement. The worst thing you could tell me, and I told my daughter this, is my daughter used to, when she was younger, I used to tell her something and she would come back with, so what you saying is, that used to, what's the old saying, grind my gears. That used to piss me off. For one, I'm not trying to say anything. You don't scare me. So why am I trying to lighten what I'm trying to say to you? I said what I said. I said it loud enough. You understood exactly what I said. So no, I ain't trying to say anything. But people like that do that. So what you're trying to say is, so remember when you said, no, I don't remember saying that because I never said that. And by the way, we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. You can easily pull up Twitter. You can easily pull up if I said that. It's real easy to find if you think that I said that. Pull up and say what I said. See what I said. You'll never find it because I never said it. So then you switch it over to, but what you was trying to say was, no, I wasn't trying to say anything. I said what I said. So yeah, Mickey, they real good at doing that. That kind of straw man is used by people who can't or won't take responsibility for things they say or do. Exactly. Exactly. Like I said, oh, you made me feel bad. Oh, so I guess I'm supposed to be perfect. This ain't about you, bruh. Sis, we ain't talking about you. We talking about how you made me feel. How we get on you. Oops. I call straw man arguments playing rather fetch. Once I realize it's happening, I stop altogether with that. I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance. I'll say that, Theas. I'll say, hey, let's get back to the topic. That's not what was said by me. Let's get back on the topic. If they start going with that, but what you trying to say and everything, oh, I'm so done. I'm not gonna waste my time. Hey, Theas, kudos for your Patreon video. Yes, please go to Theas and watch his video. It was really good. It was really compelling. Please go take a look at it. You'll learn a lot. You really will. I tell that when they use straw man, they're telling me that they don't have an easy response to my statement. And they're the one who don't have a coherent response to the statement. Sits in one hand, half a dozen the other. Well, that's just your opinion. Well, facts, just because you said it don't make it fact. On and on and on. Man, miss me. All right, two more. So we're going to go ahead and look at basically the normal response to Judge Jackson's confirmation to the Supreme Court. This is probably going on at every water cooler in the United States come tomorrow. So here's just a preview of how it's going to go.
Hey, how you doing? So Jackson's Supreme Court confirmation hearing. Oh, radical left strikes again. But Republicans voted for her in the past. Republicans in name only. Grassley, McConnell, Paul, Rubio, Cruz. Exactly, those are their names only. Look, we're just asking, is she qualified? Lindsey Graham said she was. Maybe all the way back in 2021. When we were still speculating how WandaVision would end, nobody's judgment could be trusted. Fair enough. We just want to make sure she has the temperament for the job. You voted for a guy who during his hearing cried and said he loved beer. And we want to make sure she maintains neutrality. But she was asked how faithful she was. Yeah, Christian neutrality. So total impartiality thanks to her unwavering biblical interpretation of the world. That's right. Some things you believe, they influence you, and no one has a right to question it. Like critical race theory. No, that's not real. Gotcha.
That's how that conversation is going to go tomorrow. Ooh, sorry, everybody. But that's how that conversation is going to go tomorrow. You saw the flips. You saw the forgetfulness. You literally at the very end, I know he was joking, but that's going to come. Now it's not a real thing, even though it was brought up several times during the confirmation. Critical race theory and everything. Just prepare yourself for it. And like Thea said, at a certain point, just pull away. Don't even argue with them. They knew what they was doing. They said what they said to give. We got a video, and I'll probably talk about it more when we come back. When I come back from our hiatus of Ted Cruz bitching and moaning and crying and complaining and blah 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 and everything else, and during the confirmation, when somebody else was questioning Judge Jackson. There's a tape, there's a picture of him on his phone on Twitter. He was looking for his name to see if his name was trending. Because that's what all this show is about now. That's all these senators are for. Popularity. They are the Kardashians of the government. It's all about popularity. Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, after the whole confirmation, what was the very next thing they did? Both of them. What's the very next thing that they did? Jumped on Fox. Again, not hyperbole. Look it up. And when I say look it up, it ain't like, oh, look it up. Go to the 15th page of Google and look it up. No, I mean literally go look it up. Just bring it up. Cruz was trying to figure out how his name was trending, and as soon as the confirmation was over, they ran to Fox so they could talk about it because they are the Kardashians of the government. What say ye? I'm not sure if I should laugh or cry that video. Little A, little B. Oh no, I've known far too many people like that. Yeah. And like I said, at a certain point, I don't even argue with them no more. I don't. And I'm so happier for it. Live your life of mediocrity and living in lies and deceit. Knock yourself out. Oh, and pay for it too at that. Knock yourself out. Straw man equals trifling. Yeah, that goes without saying. I did enjoy when Lindsay gathered his skirt. I haven't even seen the video yet. I gotta look up the video of him. Oh my God, I'm gonna walk out. Idiot. For you not to be talking long. Hey, it's only been an hour. I'm doing pretty doggone good. And I got 2 hours of NCIS LA. Oh, I'm gonna have me a ball. Shit, don't mean to hit. Shit, didn't mean to hit enter. Oh, okay. That's so exactly Booker did. He got love for crying in the hearing. He had to drop another video to keep it going. Yeah, I saw the second video too. Yeah. And I said what I said on there. I think the whole story was BS. Sorry. I thought the whole story was BS. I feel you being unfair to the Kardashians. Fuck them. Sorry, but yeah, fuck them. Kim Kardashian actually went on there and said women need to go to work. Women need to work harder if you want to be successful. Chick, you did what? You did a porn movie. Got your butt bigger. That's your whole. What is you talking about? Shut up. Lindsay got up his skirt, grabbed her pearls, held her lace hanky to her nose, and flaunted out of the hair before she had them vapors. I feel the vapors. I feel the vapors coming on, sir. Little Lindsay. Y'all leave Lady Lindsay alone, man. He gonna shoot you with his pew pew. Leave that man alone. Whatever. Pew pew. Last video of the night. Yeah. This is about as honest as the churches are these days. This is about pretty darn honest.
Thank you for calling the Evangelical Hotline. How can I help you? Yes, and who is your church provider? Constitution Freedom Baptist Church. Okay, and what were your coverage questions? Can you carry the Love Your Neighbor policy and the Let's Go Brandon policy? Absolutely. So the love your neighbor policy is only going to apply to your white middle class suburban neighbors who voted for Donald Trump. It does not apply to immigrants, any person of color, anyone who kneels for the national anthem, anyone from the LGBTQIA plus community, anyone who has been vaccinated, anyone who doesn't put America first, anyone who doesn't watch Tucker Carlson, anyone who isn't registered Republican, or anyone who doesn't own an AR-15. Okay, great. Thank you so much for calling. And don't forget, love the sinner, hate the sin.
About as honest as you're going to get. About as honest as you're going to get. It's a parody, but tell me where the lie is. I'll wait. Tell me where the lie is. You take one little Bible verse and you flip it on its end. Tell me where the lie is. I'll wait. And no, do not come on here. Not all churches are like whatever. Let's talk. So let's talk. So here's my argument back to you. Not all churches are like that. Cool. Let's talk about the churches who are like that then. Because that's what we concentrate on. We're not going to concentrate on who's not. Let's concentrate on the churches who are like that. Let's concentrate not on the people who are not like that. No, let's concentrate on the people who are like that. Let's talk about them. That's what this was for. Those people, those churches, those pastors, those audience that's in the church. Let's talk about them. We're not going to talk about the ones who are not. We are concentrating on the people that are. So it's real simple to, again, stop pulling the straw man thing. That's what we were talking about. We're not talking about the people who are not like that. We're talking about the people who are like that. What say ye? I don't think I can recognize any Kardashian without the headline above the picture. I know, and the funny thing about it, Susan, is I still to this date know Kim. I know what Kim looked like. None of the sisters can walk past me all the time, and I would not know who the hell they was. I mean, I really could give a rat's butt about Kim as it is. So you think I'm going to recognize who that sister? Please. Kim K is a whole brand. Yeah, she had a video, but half the people dogging her have home flicks too. She ran a razor brand with his payroll. Pretty good to me. Well, whose income? Because it wasn't her income. And the funny thing about it is she is starting off, that's how she built the brand. Making a porno movie and getting a fat ass. That's how she started the brand. Mama, your volume has gone way down. Really? How's that? Is that a little better? Let me check and see if that's gotten better. Yeah. Seems like it got better. Let me know if that helps, Mickey. Wasn't that guy an insurance advisor? I don't know. Not all equal strong. Yeah, thank you, Theas. That not everybody is like. Okay, let's talk about the people that are like that. Let's eliminate everybody else who's not. Let's not talk about the people who are not racist. Let's not talk about the people who are not homophobic, who are not xenophobic, who are not bigoted. Let's not talk about them. Let's talk about the ones who are. So I'll meet you halfway. So we don't have to talk about everybody. No, let's talk about the ones who are like that. Makes conversation a whole lot better. Much better. Okay, thank you. Theas, She built a brand from being a child of a celebrity and then had a tape. I'm not saying she's great. I'm saying she isn't deserving of all the slut shaming. Oh, first of all, nobody should be calling any female a slut. I'm not bashing. I'm not. No, let's not do that, people. Let's not do that. And by the way, again, that is another version of a straw man. I said that you should not be sitting there. You build your brand off of starting at point A and point B, but you're telling women they need to work harder and everything else. Kind of like, yeah, shut up. Let's not go with all of slut shaming and everything else. I've said this once, I said 1,000 times. It is real easy for people to bash celebrities because you know about what they do. We don't know what you do. So you could be just as bad, if not worse, and nobody knows anything about it because they don't know you, because you're not up there. So again, y'all need to shut up too. It's just, oh God, just please. Shall we talk about one of my triggers, generalizing? All teens are, all women are, all black are, all immigrants are, etc. Really, yeah, generalization. You take one. Racism is truly based on this. You take something that a certain race do and generalize it that all of them do it. Then what you do is you take that generalization. So you got the topic, you put it on that certain race, that certain creed, that certain religion. And then you degrade that topic. Give you an example of it. Black people eat chicken. Oh, all black people eat chicken. Ha ha ha. That's the only thing that y'all can eat is chicken. Topic, race, downplay, degrade the topic. Latinos, tacos. Polish people, whips and scared and feared everything. You all you do is take a topic, put it towards a race, and then you degrade the topic. That's it. If we only talking about the ones who are like that, our mental health is going to suffer. Yeah, because another thing that they will follow up by exactly going by what you said, Susan. What they'll say is, and I'll stick to like the church. So what they'll say is not all churches are like that. Then they'll follow up with saying the ones who are like that, oh, it's so few of them. It's very little of them. It's very few. You heard the word allowed, the loud minority. That's downplaying it too. It's more than a minority. I'm not saying it's the majority, and I'm not saying that they're not loud because they obviously are. What I'm saying is, oh, it's the loud minorities. If you don't even pay attention to them, no, we need to pay attention to them because they're dangerous. That's why we're paying attention to them. All anti-crisis are violent bombers. Some are non-violent. Some are non-violent bombers. I don't. All boomers are. Oh. Let's not even get into the boomers, the Gen X, the Gen Z, the Gen A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they only knew this, and they can only do that. Okay, boomer. Okay, whatever you say, boomer. Whatever. This country, and I'm sure other countries are like this too, but I ain't been to other countries. I've only been in this country, so I'm talking about this country. This country is just so uh when it comes to always kicking down. They have like Bo always say, they have to always other somebody. or something. They always have to other. If you got to make somebody feel bad to make yourself feel better, you are trash. You are pure trash. You can't make yourself feel better by being better. How about that? But if you got to make somebody feel the worst they possibly can, you always got to kick down. You always got to blame them for whatever's going on. The dumbest thing that I ever heard in my life, it doesn't even make any sense. Mexicans are just real lazy. All Mexicans are lazy. Then you turn around and go, the Mexicans are coming over here to take our jobs. Which fucking one is it? Because you can't have both. How you have lazy Mexicans coming over here to take all your jobs? That don't even make sense. But then again, sorry, I apologize. That's me using logic. Guess what I have for dinner tonight? Chicken. Does that mean I'm black? I guess so. Or you're a black lover. Remember that one too. They like to use that too. And by the way, you know what I'm saying because they don't use the word black. But obviously, I'm not going to use the word on here. Those stereotypes make life simpler and people simple-minded. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Theus is on here, so please don't say simple-minded. He'll blow a gasket because of something I said wrong. So I'm gonna take this down. We didn't say anything about simple-minded, so sorry. Didn't mean to say anything. Sorry. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, that is my show for tonight. Let me get through just one more text. Your rant about Mexican being lazy, taking our job is a rant. Yeah, but that's logic. They don't do logic. They just don't understand logic. That is my show for tonight. Please, please, please hit that like button on the way out the door. I would truly appreciate it. Please go to Tracy Carson. Please go to Theus Robinson. And please go to my Patreon page and support us in all our causes. Keep a lookout for next week. I don't know the time that I'm going to do Cooking with Clyber, but it is coming. And again, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I really do. I hate saying that because it sounds like somebody else is saying it. Yep, you're just a minute show. Glad you did it. Well, y'all talk. I got to talk back. So that is what it is. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad. So until next time, we'll see you when we see you. Peace.